Nothing can stop you. You are a machine. Crazy talented. You are everything you need to be and more. That's what you need to speak to yourself, and absolutely nothing else. You know what I found out in life? It's not what what we don't have. It's what we think we need to succeed that keeps us from succeeding. Some of us will never make the next steps necessary to achieve our goals because we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we're smart enough. We don't think we are of certain status quo. We don't think we have certain connections or certain relationships. So therefore, we never start. And without any start, you can never have a finish. But more importantly, without commitment and consistency, you won't have anything at all. You won't have a middle. You won't have nothing. You got to be committed to this thing. You just can't start it and then drop it. And, I know a lot of people just jumping up and starting stuff. You actually have to be committed to this, faithful to it to the end, no matter what, no matter who, no matter what happenstance may occur, no matter who comes, who goes. I'm committed to this, and therefore I'm going to stick to it. If you can't stick to it in this season, you might as well throw in the towel now. You have to keep going no matter what, no matter who. And speak to yourself daily. The things that you think you aren't, you actually are. All you have to do is believe it yourself. It's not what other people call you that determines who you are, that dictates to who you are. It's what you answer to. They can call you lazy. They can call you busted, disgusted. They can call you broke, joke. They can call you whatever. It's not about what they call you. It's about what you believe about you. And you got to believe the best about you when everybody else sees the worst. You may have been a natural born mess up. Whatever. You could have been the worst dude, worst female out there. You could have been the worst whatever. You could have been a this. You could have been a that. It don't matter what your this is or what your past is, because we all have one. All that matters now is what you're doing to get your turnaround. It's never more important about what you did when it comes to what you're doing. I never get caught in this season on the small things. The small things is what I did yesterday, even if it was something major. Then I'm always looking forward to what's next. So that's a good thing, or even a great. It doesn't matter if it was a good thing I did yesterday or a bad thing I did yesterday. I don't get stuck there. I learned to move on and focus on my now, because if I can focus on my now, that's what creates greatness. That's the stuff that real champions are made from. Real champions keep going. Real champions stay motivated. Real champions stay driven. You know what I'm saying? Real champions wake up every morning and rise to the occasion and make things happen. Real champions don't wait for opportunities to come. They create them. They don't wait for jobs to come. They create one. You have to be serious about your business, and you have to be serious about your future, and start where you are. Most people never start, once again, as I said, because they're fearful of what they don't have. They're scared of failing. Let me tell you something. The best thing you'll ever do in life is fail. That's the best thing you'll ever do. I was like, well, you sound crazy. How can failure be good? Failure is necessary to my success, because when I fail, I learn. Every time I fell, and I fell hard, I come back bigger, stronger, and better because of it. Because I learned something from it. I have yet to learn anything from winning. But I've learned from my failure. I've learned from making idiotic choices. I've learned from making the biggest mistakes you won't even believe on what not to do the next time. And I'm not claiming to be all of that and have it all together yet. But I'll tell you one thing. I am driven, and I'm going to stay driven, and I'm going to stay a monster, because the moment I slow up is the very moment somebody can creep in and take everything that I work so hard for. The moment I slow down is the moment that somebody else can pick up and get every single thing that I was supposed to get if I would have just stuck to it. Stick to it in this season. I don't care what happens. Stay dedicated, stay committed, stay faithful to you. Not talking about to a job, not talking about to anybody else. Just stay committed to yourself. And if you can stay committed to yourself and say, you know what, self, we're going to carry out every single thing that we were created to do. We're going to do everything that we're purposed to do in life. Everything that God has created us to do in life. We're going to set out and we're going to make it good. When you start talking that kind of talk and that kind of determination really starts to get on the inside of you and you start to believe it, let me tell you something. Miracles, signs, and wonders you will really see. I'm telling you, just keep going at it. It's going to look crazy sometimes. It's going to look downright discouraging sometimes. It's going to look downright scary sometimes. But I promise you, if you stay at it, you're going to see the good results of you not giving up. You cannot quit, because you have no idea of the you that's coming next.